and we are chapter servants of MFC Singles here in chapter 5 here in Cavite. So we got married back in 2009, and we remember back then we asked God na wag muna kami bigyan ng anak for at least 2 years para ma-enjoy namin yung buhay mag-asawa, and because we were on the peak of our careers back then. So God indeed answered that prayer. So 2 years passed, naging 3 years, 4 years, until the time na parang medyo nagkasawaan na. So we tried something na to conceive. Nagpa-workups kami, nagpa-check-up, and we've taken some medications as well. But then nothing happens. And what we did, Sis' wife decided to resign from her work kasi one of the reasons is napaka-stressful nung trabaho niya. And yun nga, in less than a month after niya mag-resign, God gave us this blessing na buntis si Sis. And we were so happy back then. But, you know, it was very sad kasi after just 12 weeks, yun, walang sabi-sabi, without any clue at all, bigla na lang nung nagpa-check up kami, sabi, wala na si baby. So we were so devastated back then, was so frustrated, that abruptly we just made a decision na lipad tayo sa ibang bansa, hanap tayo ng ibang lugar to start anew kasi sobra nga yung hirap, sobra yung depression namin during that time.
Our life before the community is very different, and our marriage was not in a good shape kasi since ako yung kumikita ng mas malaki, I became more dominant sa marriage. So there was even a time na natatakot na si bro mag-decide kasi lagi kong kinokontra or lagi akong may nasasabi. So nangyari, iniwan niya na sa akin yung pagdidesisyon, and that also made him lost his confidence sa sarili niya, and nakalimutan niya na siya yung head of the family. And during our first few months in Abu Dhabi, medyo nag-struggle kami financially kasi wala kaming work for the first few months, and so unti-unting naubos yung savings namin, and naging dahilan para mag-away kami and magsisihan sa mga decisions na ginawa namin.
But it all changed mula nang mapasama kami sa community. And luckily for us, after just 2 months, yun, na-invite kami for our CLS. After 2 months nang dumating kami sa Abu Dhabi. And that was February 2014. And of all the places, di namin nakalain na sa Middle East pa, predominantly Muslim country, doon pa namin mas nakilala si Lord, doon pa kami mas napalapit sa Kanya. We became very active sa community, and as a new member, wala kaming na-miss na any activities at all, wala kaming tinanggiang any service, bukod sa pagiging household servant, eventually naging unit servants din kami for the couples there. Always say yes lang kami. Aside from the blessing na mabigyan kami ng anak, finally after 5 years, unti-unti na rin kami nakabangon financially.
In 2018, because of his work, na kailangan naming lumipat ng Dubai, which we're so hesitant at first kasi ayaw naming iwanan yung service na meron kami sa Abu Dhabi. And since nga Abu Dhabi is our comfort zone, and yung community doon became our family na rin as well, medyo nahirapan kaming mag-move sa Dubai. So pero since maganda yung offer, very promising yung offer ng company, tinuloy namin yung nag-decide na kami lumipat ng Dubai, and we just entrusted everything to God. But eventually, nung paglipat namin ng Dubai, na iba yung income na ina-expect namin na makukuha ni bro. And to make the situation worse, wala na rin akong work. Pero sa lahat ng inakala, plinano, na hindi nangyari, may isang natupad, which is yung service. Pinagpatuloy namin yung service namin, and mas malaki pala yung mission na tinatawag kami doon sa lugar na yon, only to find out, ayun pala yung purpose ni God kung bakit kami dinala sa Dubai.
But then again, yun nga, because of our situation, yun, unti-unti na naman naubos yung savings namin. And pinaka-masakit pa sa lahat, on that very same year, our son, he was 3 years old back then, he was diagnosed with autism. So, hindi ko alam noon. I was very devastated kasi nga hirap na kami eh. Financially, hindi na namin alam kung paano namin mapagkakasya yung sahod ko. There were times na napapatanong na kami kasi nga we've been so faithful, nagiging active kami sa service namin, we're doing everything that we can, but still, napapatanong kami, Lord, bakit ba nangyayari sa amin to? Ano pa bang gusto mong gawin namin? Despite of all the hardships, we continue to serve. Pinagpatuloy namin yung aming serbisyo sa ating Panginoon, and we were even called for a bigger service. We became family ministry coordinator, singles coordinator for MFC Dubai. And napakasakit sa akin bilang padre de pamilya na may paranas yun sa mag-ina ko. Sobrang sakit na hindi ko alam kung saan pa ko kukuha ng lakas. But you know what, mga kapatid, God was so good to us, and of all those times, never niya kaming pinabayaan. Honestly, hindi ko alam paano kami nakasurvive, but it's all because of Him.
Sabi ko pa noon, ano pa bang gusto ni Lord na isuko namin sa Kanya since walang-wala na kami? Bakit di natatapos yung problema? Bakit parang never ending? Katapos ng isa, may darating pa na isa. Then a sister made me realize that we are still living in our comfort zone. Being together as a family is still a privilege. Kasi nga nasa abroad, meron dyan na hindi naman magkakasama yung pamilya, naiiwan yung pamilya nila sa Pilipinas. Then I asked God, na galit, na eto ba talaga yung gusto mo? Yung magkahiwa-hiwalay kaming pamilya. And all I can hear was, just trust me. So March 3 last year, we decided na lumipad. So, ang flight ni bro supposedly was March 28. Then March 15 nag-lockdown na because of the pandemic, because of COVID. Na-cancel yung flight ni bro until one time hindi na namin alam kung makakabalik pa ba siya o hindi na. One day, we prayed to God na, Lord, kung gusto mo ba talaga kami magstay dito sa Pilipinas, si bro magstay dito sa Pilipinas at magkasama-sama pa rin kaming family. Bigyan mo kami ng trabaho parehas. And at the same time, ilapit mo uli kami sa community, yung service ulit. And then after a week, naka-receive kami ng 2 tawag. Una, sa trabaho, and pangalawa, from the community.
Yun, so we received a call from our chapter servant sa couples here in Cavite. So, na-mention niya na sakto daw kasi nangangailangan sila ng chapter servant for single sa isang chapter dito sa Cavite. Nabanggit niya sa akin, to be honest, medyo na-overwhelm ako kasi ina-explain niya yung area na i-handle namin, which is chapter 5, one of the or the biggest chapter here in Cavite. Medyo napapaisip talaga ako kasi to be honest, naka-ready na ako na alam mo yun, na ipagpapatuloy namin yung service namin, but we want to start anew na parang as a household member na lang muna. But then she made me realize, sabi niya, di ba pinagdasal natin to, di ba ito yung hiniling natin, ito yung gusto natin mangyari na may pagpatuloy yung service. And ever since sumama tayo sa community, never pa tayo nag-say no. So bakit ngayon pa, after all ng mga pinagdaanan natin? So yun, parang pinarealize lang ni Lord, parang hintay lang niya ako mahimasmasan. Immediately after that, tumawag ulit si bro, and hindi na ako nag-hesitate that time. I gave my full yes dun sa service na ino-offer nila sa amin.
Now, we are still struggling financially. May mga utang pa rin na di nababayaran. Ang dami pa ring uncertainties, lalo na sa panahon ngayon. But we will continue to serve Him through MFC. We must live with the commitment na binigay namin sa Kanya nung una pa lang na mag-join kami sa community. We trust the Lord in our weakest and darkest moments. Yung mga panahong walang-wala na kami, na kapag a-attend kami ng service, ng activities, ang dala na lang namin yung mga sugatan naming puso, yung mga pagod na puso na lang na namin ang meron kaming ma-offer sa Kanya. And God remained faithful. We realize na kung hindi kami dadaan sa mga pagsubok na yon, kung hindi namin nalagpasan yung mga battles, how can we be called holy warriors?
And as I remember from one of the teaching I heard, na it is said that God gives the most difficult battles to His strongest warriors. And now we can truly say that we are leaving our name as missionary families of Christ. And as life continues, so does our battles and our struggles. But as always, proven na yun, tried and tested na namin, God is always there. And never niya kaming pinabayaan. And we truly believe that God orchestrated everything for us. Since nakaplano na sa Kanya yung buhay natin, kailangan lang natin magtiwala at ipagpatuloy natin yung mission natin. Kasi as always naman, He'll be the one to empower us, to equip us, and as always, He will provide. Again, I am Brother Emman.
And I am Sister Rhoda. Even in our darkest times, we still continue to make God as our light.
And that our family may become a light to the world.